Instagram and Twitter at MA_the_artist and at Word Games ABG. And I just seen the I guess it's a Star Wars movie, the Han Solo movie. I wasn't too impressed. I was a little, I mean, it wasn't terrible, but I wasn't like, oh my God, I have to go see it again, or it was like the best Star Wars movie, because the Rogue One, I wasn't feeling that movie either. I don't really like the Star Wars movies so far. I just think they're Disney's way of getting their money back from George Lucas. So I wasn't impressed. I mean, the acting wasn't terrible, but it just wasn't a movie like, dang, I have to see this again. I mean, it started off slow in the first place. Like it started off slow, but it wasn't like their attention wasn't started off slow. The attention wasn't started off fast. It's pretty much Han is running away from I don't know, they didn't even really say who he was running away from, but I'm guessing the Empire, but he stole this fuel from like the Empire or whatever like that, and he was running away to go save, to find his girls so they could save him and leave, and they can leave the planet that they were slaves on. And I just thought that was kind of like a corny storyline. I haven't read the books or not to really know if that's what happens, but as far as going with the movies, I thought it was kind of corny because one, when we're introduced to Han and the sorry, I'm driving, but of course you can tell, but when we're introduced to Han and the New Hope, he wasn't old, so it's like what they made it went back 5 to 10 years just to explain how he got the Millennium Falcon and met Lando. But I mean, me personally, I don't think I needed a whole movie for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love Han is one of my favorite characters, but I just didn't see like that really needed to be like portrayed in like movie form, especially like I said, knowing he wasn't like super old. I can get like Darth Vader, like we don't know his, we didn't know about Anakin at first. We didn't know that. So going back and doing episodes 1 through 3, okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Or even Yoda in this case, like Yoda, we never, or even Sidious, like Yoda and Sidious, we have no idea. Especially with their age included in that, we have no idea what their whole thing was. So going back and revisiting that would have made a lot more sense to me as a movie, and I'm sure they're probably gonna do it. But back to the Han movie. Then he meets these bands of space pirates and that was posing as Imperial troopers. He loses his girlfriend. He gets around like this gate. Pretty much, he's like if you go into the airport and you got to show your passport, and your passport ain't right, and they take you to that back room and start frisking you down. Pretty much that's what was about to happen to him, because he was sneaking on. To get away from the planet he was on, and his girl got captured. Then he joins Imperial forces so he won't get captured. And then he meets a band of pirates that he gets cool with, and then through the whole movie he's with them. Then he meets Lando, and Lando tries to trick him, but Han lies and says he has his strip to gamble with, and he really didn't. So Lando had to go with him to like pretty much get this to get this big payday. So, and then at the end, it was a corny movie. Like, me sitting here and explaining it was really corny. I don't think the acting was terrible, but it was just like the whole thing for me is like I'm watching Han, and I'm like, I want to see Harrison Ford. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the things like I want to see Harrison Ford. That's like me watching a Star Wars movie and Darth Vader, and they don't use Darth Vader's voice. I mean, James Earl Jones' voice. I don't want to see that, but that's just me. And I don't think that Donald Glover did a bad job. Like, all the acting was not terrible. The acting was not terrible. I'm not gonna say that. But the thing is, it's like we're already sold like on these characters. It's not like these characters that we're watching are like they're like new characters and they didn't like really have like a story or a background of how they already acted. It was like Donald Glover's interpretation of Lando wasn't Lando in 5 and 6. Han was like, oh, it was kind of close to Harrison Ford, but not on the money. And then he has this whole love interest that we ain't never heard about in none of these movies. So that movie, if you're gonna go see it, wait till it come out on TBS like it will, or matinee. The matinee in Atlanta at AMC North DeKalb is $4. $4 is not that bad to spend, but as far as me like recommending you go see this movie again, or this movie being like, oh my god, this is a really good movie, no, that movie gets a 5 out of 10 for me. It was a couple of cool scenes, but other than that, and the acting wasn't bad, but other than that, it was just pretty much like one of the movies they was trying to force you to go watch. It wasn't like Force Awakens and The Last Jedi was like, okay, this is following the story. This is a new storyline, new characters, so it's kind of hard to pretty mess up these new characters because they're new characters. You know what I'm saying? But like like I go was when he died on the Force Awakens is when Han dies, and when you see Han, you like, that's Han. That's, I know who that is. But on this, it's like, come on, son. But you know, I'm a Star Wars fan. I say it again. I don't know if y'all seen it before, but I am a Star Wars fan, and that was not Star Wars to me. I'm sorry, that movie was trash. Don't waste your money. I'm out.